Hello, my name is Chris, and I will be talking about the different ways in which I use technology in my classrooms, especially the iPad. I will use the SAMRA model to demonstrate to what extent I've transformed my teaching. SAMRA stands for substitution, augmentation, modification, and redefinition. In substitution, technology is used to perform the same task that was previously done. For example, worksheets are now provided digitally. In augmentation, technology is used as a more effective tool to perform a common task. For example, students write their documents in Pages and use a spell checker. In modification, the enhancing of education begins. Common tasks are being completed in a way that was not possible without the technology. For example, students work together on documents in Google Docs. In redefinition, technology allows for new tasks that were unimaginable before the technology was present. For example, students use apps like VideoScribe or ShowMe to demonstrate and share their understanding of the work. Now I will explain how I implement the SAMRA model in my classes. All textbooks are made into PDFs and placed in Google Drive for easy and permanent access. The same is being done for all other documents and worksheets. Putting course material in Google Drive helps organize the curriculum, and because it is stored in the cloud, the risk of losing materials are minimized. There are no need to photocopy any documents, and students have instant access to newly uploaded materials. In Pages, students can take notes, complete assignments, and organize their work and display creativity by adding illustrations to their work. Now that the books are in PDF format, students do not have to carry heavy textbooks with them to school. They can also add notes, highlight certain sections, or bookmark important pages. Augmentation. The iPad allows students to complete interactive online activities. These activities provide immediate feedback, and students can work at a pace that suits them. Students can now email me their work, and I can provide annotated feedback to them. Students can write on their worksheets and make notes. They can also keep their work well organized in, for example, an app called GoodNotes. I now keep all my grades on Edmodo, where students and parents have access to it. Through Edmodo, I can communicate with my students, and they can communicate with me. Edmodo also allows for online group discussions, and I can post reminders and upcoming assignment dates. Students can use Keynote to do class presentations. Through the use of apps like Edmodo or Socrative, I can have students take quizzes and receive their grades immediately after they've completed the quiz or test. This saves me a lot of time, and I can get a statistical breakdown of overall and individual class performance. This brings me to modification. Students can keep private online journals for personal reflection or reflections on subject matters. Certain apps, for example 3D Brain, provide students with three-dimensional views of the brain. This is very useful when studying the biological level of analysis in psychology. With an online program like today's Meet, we can have interesting class discussions, in class or if the students are at home. Students can also stay anonymous, and this allows the shyer students to also participate and voice their ideas. The internet has an abundance of resources. I have found TED Talks invaluable. By using video notes, students can synchronize notes with their videos. This engages students when they watch videos, and they can easily save these notes for later review. Quizlet enables me to create quizzes for the students. They can also make their own quizzes, flashcards, or games. This engages students with the study material and makes learning more exciting. They can always go back to review the work. Students can use Google Docs to work collaboratively on documents. They can do this from any location as long as they have internet access. Finally, I'm going to talk about redefinition. There are a variety of apps that can be used to enable students to perform tasks they would never have been able to perform without the use of their iPad. Here the student is using the app Show Me to illustrate and record her assignment. By using an app like Doceri, students can explain concepts using drawings and voice recordings and pictures. Through iMovie, students can engage in tasks by creating movies that illustrate their interpretation and understanding of the work. There are other apps like Comic Life, Toontastic, and Explain Everything. They are just a few of the many apps that allow students to actively engage in their work, display their understanding in creative ways, and share it with their peers for constructive feedback. Technology will continue to advance at breakneck speed. So instead of using computing-based applications to improve current traditional teaching and learning methods, technology should be a transformative force, changing what is possible and leading to entirely new classroom approaches.